Well, it's March, and that means the housing market data is in for the month of February. I'm here today to give you the latest and greatest on the housing market and stats for February so that you can make an informed decision with these brand new details. My name is Michelle Seymour, and I am an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. Today, I'll be going over the West Valley's top 5 communities here in Arizona. These top 5 are just my opinion, and it's based on where they're located, schools, access to shopping, medical, and of course, how close they are to our main freeways here. There are many fantastic communities and neighborhoods here, so if you have a community or a neighborhood that I don't cover in today's video that you would like more information on, please leave me a comment and I'd be more than happy to get you the stats on your particular neighborhood or community. So let's dive in. The first community I'm going to talk about is Verrado. This is a master planned community located in Buckeye, Arizona, and it's comprised of an all ages portion that goes by the name of Verrado, and then there's the 55 plus active adult portion that goes by the name of Victory. It has 2 18-hole golf courses, pools, fitness centers, miles of hiking trails. It's at the base of the White Tank Mountain, so it has some incredible views, lots of palm trees here, schools and shopping, restaurants, all within the community. So it's highly sought after here in the West Valley. So I'm gonna cover the all ages portion of Verrado first. Average sale price in February was $580,142. Sales picked up as expected in February. We had 32 sales compared to just 19 in January. We also still have another 30 pending. So interest rates are hovering around 7% for a 30-year conventional loan and about 6.62 for FHA and VA loans. With that said, these rates are still keeping some buyers on the fence. So we did see our average day on the market rise a bit from January, and our days on the market are hovering around 110 days in Verrado. I am gonna still tell you that now is still a really good time to jump into the market and take advantage of those homes that have been sitting for that 110 days, as those sellers may be more willing to provide you with maybe a seller concession that you could use towards your closing cost. Once those rates drop, as they're predicted to do in maybe May of this year, you're most likely gonna see seller concessions disappear if you're competing with multiple offers. So if you can stomach the rate for a bit, you can get money towards your closing costs, and you can always refinance later, many times at little to no cost, as most lenders will help you with that. If we move on to Victory, average sale price in February was $552,704. There were 15 home sales in February compared to 6 in January, so buyers are looking right now. We definitely saw an uptick in our sales office here in Victory over President's Day weekend. I saw tons of buyers in there. And we have 10 homes that are still pending. So pretty healthy sales activity in this 55 plus portion of Verrado. There are 49 homes that are active showing on the MLS right now. Average day on the market is staying pretty steady around that 55-day mark. Our next community is Vistancia. That's located in Peoria, Arizona. Another very popular community with 2 golf courses, pools, shopping, schools, and restaurants all within the community. It also has a 55 plus portion called Trilogy. So we'll start again with that all ages section first. Average sale price in February was $856,683, which is continuing to tick up from the previous 2 months. We had only 14 home sales in February, but 10 more are pending. That's actually a little slower than expected from January. They are still building in Vistancia, so sales figures may not reflect those people that are going under contract right now on new builds because they won't close for several months in the future. Builders have some really great incentives right now that are pulling those buyers, in many cases, away from those resales. So if you are a seller right now in Vistancia, you'll need to make sure that your pricing is really competitive and maybe consider offering some of those seller concessions to help buyers with closing costs so that you can remain competitive with those builders. 76 active listings right now showing on the MLS, and the average day on the market is currently at 102 days with 3.6 months of inventory. So again, really good time to jump in there and buy. Moving on to Trilogy, which is their 55 plus portion of the community. Average sale price was $789. Again, this number is higher than the last couple of months. So we are not seeing a pricing decrease, even though homes are sitting a little longer. The home sales are flat in here, but that's not changing the pricing. You can still get some really great homes for under $600,000 in here. 30% of the homes listed are still under $600,000 with 50 active listings, ranging in price from $473,500 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,400 square feet, up to $1.2 million for a 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath, 2-car garage with a pool right on the golf course. So there's a great range of pricing in this beautiful community right now. The next community is in Goodyear, Arizona. This is another gorgeous master plan community called Estrella Mountain Ranch. It has 2 large lakes in their all ages community, and then in their 55 plus active adult portion, there's 9 smaller lakes, which makes for some really great lakefront living in there. You also have beautiful views of the Sierra Estrella Mountains, a golf course, shopping, schools, and restaurants all right inside the community. Average sale price in February in the Estrella portion, all ages, was $607,553, which is up again from prior months, the prior 2 months. So again, we're seeing home prices starting to creep up as we enter spring buying season. We had 18 homes sell with another 22 pending. There are 122 active listings right now. 25% of those are new builds. So average day on the market is about 74 days with just over 4 months of inventory. Prices on resales range from $369,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, all the way up to $1.275 for a custom home on an acre with 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It's 4,300 square feet, putting green, outdoor kitchen, half-court basketball court, pool, mountain views, you name it. So we'll keep an eye on that home and see if it sells by March, which I have a feeling it will. Okay, we'll move on to Cantamia, which is Estrella Mountain Ranch's 55 plus portion, lakefront living in here. Average sale price in February was $491,428, which has increased from the prior 2 months. So if you're hearing me, the trend is that prices are still increasing in the West Valley. We have 25 active listings right now, so inventory is staying pretty steady. 7 homes sold with 6 pending. The average day on the market for February was 114 days, that's right. So that's up from December, so inventory is increasing in there. They are still building, so that also is kind of keeping that inventory up high. It's kind of tough to compete with those builders' incentives right now. So again, if you are a seller, make sure that your home has professional photos, that it's light and bright so that buyers on the MLS and Zillow and those kinds of things can see your home in tip-top condition, and also make sure that it's priced competitively so you can compete with those builders. Moving on to another beautiful community in Goodyear. It's called Pebble Creek. This one is strictly 55 active adult and has 3 golf courses. It's also close to freeways, shopping and restaurants, and it's super amenity heavy. There's lots to do in Pebble Creek. Average sale price in February was $710,000, which has increased again from January. 18 homes sold in February, and there are another 21 pending, which is up from January numbers. So homes are moving in here and prices are increasing. The average day on the market is 57 days, which is up a little bit from January, and we have 107 active listings right now, which has also increased from January. So only 16 of those homes are new build spec homes, so the rest are all resales. Prices range in here from $349,900 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, all the way up to $899 for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath right on the golf course. So quite the range in here as well. Some real affordable homes in here. Last community I'm going to cover today is Sterling Grove. This community has both all ages and 55 plus living. They have an 18-hole golf course, a spa, a fitness center, restaurants, close to shopping, and has a great freeway access. It's a newer community. It does require residents to become a minimum of a social club member, and the buy-in for that is around $5,000. Average sale price in February was $761,250. That has ticked down a little bit from January. We only had 2 homes close in February and 4 are still pending. They're holding steady at around 59 active listings right now, only 17 of which are resales. The rest are all new construction. Most of the resale homes, though, for right now that are for sale have great landscaping already done, some have pools, or some are right on the golf course with incredible white tank mountain views. This is a newer community, so resales in here are a max of 4 years old because this community started building back in 2020. So if you're looking at Sterling Grove and you don't want to deal with having to put in that landscaping or wait for your home to be built, be sure to check out those resales because you will have some of that landscaping and pools installed that you might not have with a new build. All of the communities I've mentioned today have videos that you can go back and watch and learn more about them to see what the homes and amenities look like. So please be sure to check those out, and I'll try to put links to those in the description below. That wraps up this video. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Michelle Seymour, and I'm an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. And I get phone calls every day from people just like you that are thinking about making the move to Arizona. So whether that's you and you're thinking about moving in the next day, week, or even month from now, please be sure to shoot me a text, send me an email, or give me a call, and I'd be more than happy to help. Also, if this is your first time to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so that you can be the first to learn about anything new happening here in Arizona. And it also helps me reach more people just like you that are thinking about moving here and finding their dream home. So until next time, thanks for joining me today.